Hello and welcome. This is Nolan Formulary with Nolan's News and Discover NC Homes. I have Kara Herring with us today from Don Bullard Insurance. She's the president, and they're located both in Southport and Wilmington. And Kara, thank you for being with us.
Absolutely.
Today I wanted to talk to you about insurance increases. Across the board, doesn't matter what company, who you're with. Personally, I've seen 20 to 30% increases. So is everyone else, and sometimes a lot more than that. And you guys have always been wonderful. I hold all my insurance with Don Bullard. I recommend you guys to everybody. But what is going on in the industry? Why have we seen these increases? And specifically just 2021, even compared to 2020,
Right.
That's where this increase has happened. So what is it due to?
Well, I mean, we have had increases pretty much year after year. I think everybody's come to expect that.
But maybe nominal. I mean, not
right,
like we had this
right,
last time.
Exactly. It depends on the company, but yes, this year, pretty much across the board, every company has seen what I would say, and you would say as well, is a significant increase.
It's been a good bump.
And so basically, it's the result of numerous years of storms.
Okay.
We had, starting 2016, we had Matthew.
Right,
2018 was the biggie with Florence.
Hurricane Florence.
And then, we even had one last year, Isaias.
Yeah.
But Florence probably was the killer.
Yeah.
And so what has happened, I guess the bulk of it is the cost of reinsurance for the insurance companies.
And what is reinsurance?
Reinsurance is the insurance that the insurance companies have in order to cover themselves in a greater than expected year of losses.
I got you. So the insurance companies are all insured.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. So, and then what happens is if their insurance goes up, obviously, in order for them to still be profitable and continue to do business, especially in the coastal area, they have to pass that down to, the individual policy holders. So that's what's happening. Reinsurance companies are renegotiating their contracts and maybe even canceling their contracts with the insurance companies. But yeah, so what companies are doing is, maybe they're limiting their risks. So maybe you likely may see a non-renewal, and you may get one and your neighbor may not, from the same company. I don't know that there's any rhyme or reason to that. They've got their figures and
they've got their algorithm, how they figure it out.
But so there are companies that they're non-renewing a small percentage. There are companies that are totally leaving the state of North Carolina. So and other things that the insurance companies are looking to do. Obviously, they're adding rate in order to still be able to do business. Some companies are kind of pausing, kind of like a hiring freeze. We're going to pause in this particular area, and not write any more business for a period of time. And they're doing all of these things. Maybe their underwriting guidelines get stricter. So they're stricter on their roofs or age of home or proximity to water. So different things, but they do this in order to stay in the business, in the marketplace for the long term.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, yeah.
And just one question, too, before you leave. Have you seen, or I know you've been in the industry for a number of years, if we go through a few years without having any storms, will our rates come back down?
Sure, they could. Yeah, absolutely.
Is it likely?
Or you could have new companies come in, and that's what's happening. It happens all the time. So if we go through a period, we need a really calm period.
Sure.
I mean, I need a calm period for a while.
Makes sense.
We all do, but it's kind of the cost of living in paradise. Yeah. We live in a beautiful place. We're right here at the beach, all this water around us, but there's a lot of risk to that.
Risk to it, I agree.
But yeah, I mean, we think it's bad insurance-wise, dollar-wise in North Carolina. I mean, in California, they've got wildfires and earthquakes, and it's awful out there.
I'm sure it is.
Florida's tough too. So, So while our rates are going up, look at the value of the homes as well. So you may also be seeing an increase because of COVID, the
Yep.
cost of labor and materials, and kind of that disruption in the supply chain
Yeah.
has caused, building costs to go up. I don't know what it costs now per square foot to build, but I would venture to say it's what
It's in the 200s.
yeah. So, I mean, last year, maybe you were telling somebody it's $150 a square foot to build, and now maybe it's
double.
$200, $225. So just make sure, you're checking your policy, especially as we go into hurricane season. Is that number to replace my home
that's a good point.
still a good number with everything that's going on in
Very good point.
building materials and that sort of thing right now.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate it, Kara.
Yeah.
Good information.
Yep.
Appreciate it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.